Dude, and welcome back to Hanging Out with the Dudes. I'm your host, PC. We got another great show for you today. Hey, all the fellas are back finally for this episode, so shout out, well, not everybody. I heard that Nick Howard was Honolulu dancing up in Hawaii or something like that. I can't quite remember. But, yeah, the two dudes are back. So, of course, we'll start off with the main man from way out west, Mr. P4, sir. How are we doing today?
It's still baseball season, gentlemen, and the Mets have a chance to make the playoffs. Even though I'm a little scared about Will Smith. I'm hearing a lot about Will Smith recently. I know Kyle's gonna get into that. I think that's who it is, right? Left-handed reliever on the Royals. He's on.
Yeah, he's on our injured list
All right,
roster.
perfect.
That's about it.
All right, well, maybe we'll get into him in a little bit, but he's been on the last two World Series champions, so.
Three.
Well, is that counting this year?
No, the past 3 years.
Okay. Well, that's a little spooky.
That
But
is
hello,
nice.
folks. Donate via Super Chat, subscribe, like, comment, do everything else. Go Mets. We have 10 to 28. Josh Allen just throws the ball out of bounds, as he usually does.
It's a 28-13,
And,
right? Or 2010. 2010.
That's what I said. 10-28. Are we filling space until Kyle gets back?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to introduce K. Stella here, but you know he's always running around doing whatever. Man, this 10-day contract is just my
With his
god.
little
bro.
rascal's hat.
Jiminy Christmas, bro. K. Stella.
When he takes that hat off, he gets like a little alfalfa.
That's it. What's up, PC? What's up?
What a great intro to K. Stella's segment there. Glad to have him here. He's going to be talking to us about some baseball. But I thought we'd start off with a little bit of football here beforehand. So I was looking through some of the great games that we had this week. And the first one that we had at the very beginning was Miami squeaking out a game against Virginia Tech. K-Stel, big reaction over there. Did you see that play? What did you think of that whole game in general? Did you see it?
Oh, the Miami Virginia Tech game?
Yeah.
PC, I'm not gonna lie, I watched 0% of it. You
Oh
wanna know
my
why?
God.
I was watching the Royals make the playoffs. Watching the Orioles beat the Twins. I do wish I watched that game.
Double
I heard-
overtime, very controversial touchdown.
No, it was. I heard all about it. I haven't watched the highlights just because I'm waiting for the reaction from you guys. Okay.
Yeah, but that was a great game going into Friday. And then going into Saturday, we had a pretty decent slate here. Obviously, the big highlight of the night was number 2 Georgia taking on Alabama. Alabama, roll tide, roll. 141-34. Jalen Milroe, 4 touchdowns. Looked like an absolute beast. Ryan Williams, who is a absolute stud and cannot technically go into bars or anything because he's actually 17, even though he could be 21. But anyways, Ryan Williams, 17 years old, barely out of high school, should be in high school. Absolutely
He
saucy.
can't even vote for Kamala or Donald.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Crazy player. Alabama got off to a really big lead. It looked like Georgia was going to be able to fight back, and man, those dogs definitely fought. Carson Beck played decent. The defense looked really scarce, which was very weird to see from Georgia. Georgia has actually only lost 3 games in the last 3 years, and they've all been to Alabama. They're like 49-3 in the last 3 years, which is pretty crazy. Bama rolls. They're obviously going to be a real threat here. We didn't really know, but now we 100% knew that they were going to be. I mean, they're Alabama, but with the new coach and everything, Milroe is definitely showing that he's a Heisman candidate. Big upset, Ole Miss with Jackson Dart. They had Kentucky come into their house. Absolutely just had like a slugfest of a game. Definitely Kentucky controlled the pace of the game and the ball in possession. So Kentucky did a great job at that. Jackson Dart did not look like a Heisman candidate. He has for the past several weeks, but this is the first SEC competition of the year. At your home place, you should be able to beat Kentucky. You don't, so we'll have to wait and see on Ole Miss. Another great game, whiteout at Penn State for the Illinois game. Illinois have been playing very, very well with big wins over KU, which is absolutely dog crap. We'll get to them in just a second. But Illinois beat them, and then they also beat Nebraska. So we're on kind of a roll, maybe thinking they could hang with the big dogs, but the big dogs like Penn State told them they couldn't hang. Beat them 21-7. Pretty convincing game. Not really too close at the end there. And we had the last one that was really interesting was Notre Dame and Louisville, and Notre Dame ended up winning that one 24-31. Ryan Leonard had 2 touchdowns, 163 yards, pretty good game. Louisville, they're looking like we're going to be the ones in the ACC this year, and that's a huge hiccup for them. That's just a little bit of the rundown from this week. From our picks, if you guys do not remember, we did those picks 2 weeks ago. So this would have been from 3 to week 4. Okay, so just go over again who everybody picked for this week 3 from week 4. We had USC at Michigan. I picked USC to cover. P4 used USC to cover, and K-Stout picked Michigan in the points. He ended up being the only one getting correct in that one, as Michigan ended up beating USC that week. Then it was Utah at Oklahoma State. I picked Utah.
Good team.
P4 picked Oklahoma State, and K-Stout picked Oklahoma State. I was the only one to get that one correct, as I picked the Utes to beat Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's looking really shaky.
They have
They're
everything
0-2.
about Oklahoma State. Yeah, everything about Oklahoma State is bad except for Ollie Gordon. That's
That's
it.
the only player that's any good on that team. The next one that we did was Tennessee at Oklahoma, which Tennessee thumped Oklahoma in that one, and then Oklahoma bounced back last week with a huge win. I picked Tennessee to cover, and P4 and K-Stout picked Oklahoma to win by the points, because the spread was 8, so you guys picked the points, so they beat them by more than 8. And then Illinois, Nebraska, I picked Illinois, and then P4 and K-Stout both picked Nebraska. So, if we look at our current totals, I went 3-1 last week and 7-9 overall. So I had a pretty good week this week. P4 ended up having a really stinky week, going 0-4, but 9-7 overall, as he was way in front of everybody else. K-Stout went 1-3. He's 5-11 on overall. He is our bottom loser right now. And then of course Howard, who is deep sea fishing in Alaska, I think that's where his next stop is or something like that. He's just not playing for a while, so we're just going to go as 3, and the loser's going to end up spinning the wheel, and it's going to be great. So, that being said, I've got our 4 matchups for the dudes to pick today. Obviously, the rules stay the same. You can pick the team that is going to lose and the points, or a team to win outright. Doesn't matter. So, our first matchup is number 9 Missouri Tigers playing at College Station, Texas A&M. The line is Texas A&M -1. So you're pretty much picking money, unless you think they're going to win by a field or an extra point. So let's go. K-Stout, what do you got? You got an idea who you're going to pick here? This is a really good matchup.
Yeah, Brady Cook is not not cooking, if we want to put that into perspective. A lot of Tiger friends. I think the Tiger defense has the capability of holding A&M to a lower score than what Mizzou can put up on offense. It's a tough game. I know Mizzou is favored, or no, they're not favored. They're 2-point underdogs right now. That may go to 3. I got Mizzou, man. They got a lot of heart. They got a lot of passion. I think Brady Cook could probably, put up a decent game. I got Mizzou and the points. As of right now, they're +2. Mizzou and the points, +2.
Okay, so you want to change it to +2, even though that I said beforehand it was -1, but it's +2 now?
They're my
My record said
+2.
-1, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Okay, yeah, no. I'll go Mizzou -1 just because similar, very close.
+1.
Mizzou +1. Excuse me. That's what I meant.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Mizzou
plus
+1. That's what I just looked 10 minutes ago. So I was like, I'm pretty sure. But P4, are you joining on the same train in Mizzou, or are you gonna pick College Station?
Let's see.
4-0 versus 4-1.
That loss was to Notre Dame, second game, by the way.
Yeah, it was a pretty big.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, they killed them.
Yeah, I'll take Missouri just because it'll make KU fans even more mad.
Yeah, we're not even in their league at this point, so like, I mean, I don't even know if we really have a football team. It's kind of just a bunch of guys out there throwing a football around as kind of like a football team. But I mean, I guess you can only say jealous. I mean, but Mizzou is a number 9 team in the nation. They got Luther Burden the third, who's going to be a top 10 wide receiver draft pick. Phenomenal player. Brady Cook's been playing very well. It's really hard to go against the Tigers, except I'm definitely going against the Tigers because Texas A&M going in College Station. Are you kidding me? Toughest place to play and it's your first time, like not first time SEC, but you just have really big standards this year to like be national contenders and have to go into College Station, pull out a win, especially after Texas A&M just got a big win over Arkansas. Give me A&M. So we're going to do the next one here. It is Tennessee, who is number 4 in the nation, at Arkansas, who is coming off a loss, but again, it's at Arkansas. It is Tennessee minus 14. Let's go P4. What do you think? Are you going to take Tennessee in a blowout, or are you going to think it's going to be a little bit closer because it's at Arkansas?
Yeah, in Arkansas, it's tough. 14's a lot of points, but Tennessee's really good. I think this is going to be a game of turnovers. I think Arkansas turns the ball over a lot. I'm going to go Tennessee.
All right, P4 is going Tennessee. K-Stelt, sir, are you on the same type of path, or are you thinking that Arkansas is going to be able to keep it competitive?
I've watched Arkansas. I just think Tennessee's just way better. Every aspect of it is better. We got Tennessee and the points. Let's go. Sorry,
You know what?
Brennan. Sorry, Brennan. Sorry, Brennan. I know you're a woo pig, but it's time to quit.
Yeah.
Now.
It might be time to quit because I'm going to jump on the same boat as you guys. I'm going to pick Tennessee. Their quarterback, I'm going to struggle with his name. It's super hard to pronounce, and I'm terrible with names. Hawaiian, what's his name? I got to find it real quick. I can't remember. It is Nico Himalaya. I'm so terrible at this. I need to get way better at those names. But Tennessee's gonna absolutely roll. I think they're gonna do a phenomenal job, and actually go and defeat them. So I'm gonna take Tennessee as well. Our third matchup is going to be number 10 Michigan at Washington. Washington is favored -2. K-Stout, what do you think? Do you think the Michigan has proven themselves after a big win, or are they still a lot of question marks?
I got Michigan plus points. They've proven themselves. They got a good coach. Their defense is fire. Running game is good. I think they got it. I think they can get get another win in the column books.
Yeah, it's really...
In the column books?
In the books or whatever.
All right.
All right, are you picking them as well, P4? Or are you going to go to your Wazoo, or not Wazoo, Washington, sorry. Wazoo's Washington State. Or are you picking
Dogs.
Washington? Are you picking the Dogs?
Dogs. Dogs -2 is crazy though. What?
Yeah,
That's not right.
I know. I just looked it up on ESPN too. That's exactly what the odds are. Maybe because Washington's supposed to be. I don't know how good Washington is either. I'm gonna pick Michigan just because I think Michigan has proven themselves to be a real threat. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, but I think they're gonna be a really good team. So.
Maybe I switch. I'm taking Michigan. Fuck, they just lost to Rutgers and now, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
what is
taking
up with
Michigan.
that. All right, so we're all picking old Michigan, huh? So we got Michigan down on the leaderboard here, and finally our last.
No. Since I didn't realize that, I thought Kyle went UW. Put it back to UW. I need to be different because I need to get some games back.
So P4 is going Washington. Kyle and myself are both Michigan. Finally, the last game is SMU at Louisville. Louisville coming off a pretty bad loss. They're number 22 in the nation right now, and the points are Louisville by a touchdown. 7 points, fellas. What do you think, P4? Do you think that they're going to be able to cover that against a really good SMU team who's actually played very well?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take SMU. Getting those points is kind of a lot.
Yeah, the points, seven points. I mean, they can win by a field goal and you still cover, so.
Coming off a loss to Notre Dame.
I don't know. It's going to be an interesting
PC,
match.
where's this game at again?
It's at
In
Louisville.
Louisville.
It's in Louisville.
I think Louisville takes it. Louisville's a sneaky, exciting city. That top part of
Jack Harlow?
Kentucky, gets a little rowdy. If Louisville has some strides, they're gonna get some fans. I'll take Louisville.
What great in-depth analysis, because the city is a great city. You know, I just love our thought processes here. Kevin Jennings for SMU is going to be pretty good this year. He's been pretty good this year. They're 4-1 on the year. Only loss was to BYU, who's actually shown to be a really good football team. By the way, 2-0.
Like 'em.
They're playing really, really well. Louisville just coming off a loss to Notre Dame, but a really respectable loss. Notre Dame's a great team, and it should be pretty decent out there. You know, it's a really big toss-up, but you know, Tyler Show has actually had 1,000 yards already this year, so that passing offense is lightning. But I am going to take SMU as well. I think SMU and Jennings is going to be a great pair to come in and deal real big damage to the Cardinals. I think they're coming off a loss, and I don't think SMU is given enough credit. They only lost to BYU by 3, who is a Big 12 contender. So I'm going to go with SMU there. So,
Can we add a game?
yes, if you'd like to add a game, we can add a game.
Syracuse, UNLV. I will be at that game.
All right, sounds good. Syracuse versus UNLV.
In Vegas, UNLV is giving up 4.5 to the Orange Men. Obviously, UNLV's been in an interesting situation with Solka. What's that all about? Did you promise you'd do that every podcast or something?
What?
Get married in Vegas.
What do you... Oh. I thought that was like a fucking gasket for one of your airsoft guns.
So what's up? Who are you picking, UNLV, Syracuse, since you're going to the game?
I'm taking Cuse. I'm riding with the Orange Men.
Alrighty, sounds good. K-Stell, are you riding with the Orangemen too? Or are you gonna pick UNLV as they are really hot?
Anyone who faces UNLV should win. UNLV, the entire college, should be banned for everything. They didn't pay their quarterback what he asked for. So go Orangemen, go Orangemen, go Orangemen. Syracuse is winning points, everything. Syracuse is winning by more than everything. Everything. Screw UNLV, not paying their quarterback. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
you know what? You're right. 100%.
Let's go, Cuse.
Yeah. You know what? They didn't pay their quarterback. They didn't do anything. It still doesn't matter because UNLV is going to win. I'm taking UNLV going against the Orangemen just because UNLV has proven again and again and again and again that they can win. and I'm taking UNLV. Should be a great Friday night matchup. I did see that one. I just should have.
Let's go,
Only
Orange
beat
men.
KU by 3 points.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Orange
well,
men.
they played well last week.
Let's go, Orange men.
Against Fresno,
Yeah.
which is a damn near FBS school.
No, it's close, but not quite.
No, they're closer to
Syracuse's
FCS.
only loss was a 2-point loss to Stanford.
Stanford's not even that good.
They got some players.
Right. If they can handle the
All right,
academic
let's
prowess.
let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going.
Oh. We want to
Let's
move
move
on
on.
to some NFL.
Oh, give me all
We got
of it.
We got NFL football. We got some great stuff going on here. First,
Wait. Hey, question. For Smarter Dumb, do you guys get 5 or 10 questions tonight?
5. It's week 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just making sure.
Cool. Let's go through the games from this week. First, we'll start off on Thursday night. We had the Dallas Cowboys beating the Giants 20-15. Giants couldn't even score a touchdown. 5 field goals. Jiminy Christmas. We all knew they were going to be bad this year. The only bright spot is Malik Neighbors, who keeps going off and might be becoming, if Daniels didn't exist, he could be a Rookie of the Year candidate type guy. But Daniels is out there, too, for the Commanders, who are absolutely saucing. The Cowboys come back. You know, they end up going 2-2 here on this early season. Dak had 2 touchdowns. You know, the Cowboys looked good. But, again, it's the Giants, and the Giants suck. So, we'll have to wait and see on Dallas there. Then we had some noon games. First one, Saints ended up losing from a last-second field goal from Koo. The Falcons end up beating them 26-24. Kamara had another great game.
Chris Olave is the king of getting tackled on the 1-yard line.
100%, yeah.
He has done it
Absolutely.
every game this season, at least once a game.
Yeah, 100, yeah. And then the Falcons actually didn't have an offensive touchdown. With the picks, it was a pick that was returned, and then a punt return. I think it was a punt return for a touchdown was the second one. But there was no offensive touchdowns. They still ended up getting the win. Huge win for the Falcons. They go to 2-2. Saints. You still think Saints are Super Bowl contenders, or is it kind of nah?
Saints, they could do something. I mean, the NFC South is so weak.
Yeah, I mean it does.
Between
Yeah,
them and the Bucks, I mean, it's not going to be the
Bucks-
Derek
Commanders.
Carr will never make it to a championship game. Not once.
Well, we're not saying
I don't
fucking Super Bowl, right? Are we saying Super Bowl?
No. Yeah, Super
Super
Bowl,
Bowl
but
contenders.
I'm saying
Oh,
he's not
no,
even
no,
going to
no.
make it to a championship game.
Well, yeah, I don't think they'll make it to the NFC is pretty
Ooh.
stacked.
yeah.
But I think they could make the playoff.
I mean, they've shown spots where they could be very good. It's just if their defense is gonna. I mean, if their offense can score enough points, because their defense can play very well. You know, it's the Chiefs' old defense with Tyrann Mathieu and Willie Gay and just some players from over there. But they are a good team. We'll have to wait and see. But the Falcons jump back on 2-2. They're a very interesting team. Their offense didn't play very well. We'll have to wait. The Bears. How about the Bears getting a win over the Rams, except the Rams have everybody out and injured. But, hey, a win's a win, and they ended up winning 24-18. You know, Caleb looked okay again. You know, it's kind of how it is for a rookie. But ended up getting the win over the Rams, which is pretty cool. So that was not as interesting of a game as everybody else's, but then obviously the most interesting team in the NFC so far, the Vikings end up winning 31-29 after almost blowing the game, but
Ridiculous.
the Vikings survived to go 4-0. You know,
I
played all right, but
I picked the Vikings defense specifically for this game because I knew that they were going to get a ton of points just based off of what they have done. Let me tell you what they did. This is the craziest defensive stat line in fantasy I've ever seen. The Vikings had 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions. They had a fumble recovery. Yet they gave up 29 points. And let's go to the official stats. 100 yard. Oh, they don't even show 100. Hold on.
What are we looking for?
They gave up almost 500 yards.
Yeah.
I had 3 points from the Minnesota Vikings defense. They had 3 interceptions, a fumble recovery, and 29 points. The most heckle and jive defense I've ever had in my life. They were up 28-0, and then all of a sudden, they give up 29 points with 3 interceptions, and I got 3 points from them. 3 points from them. Ridiculous. It is the stupidest thing I've ever had in my life with defense.
Squeaking out a win, 4-0. Doing way better than anybody probably thought with Darnold. Is this a Jet system thing, or is it just got lucky on a different coach? Or
No,
Lucky.
No. Sam's always been good. Sam was the number 1 quarterback prospect. From probably around Andrew Luck to Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, probably.
Sam, as far as NFL talent. Like going into the NFL draft, I think that was pretty widely regarded. I liked him a lot. He's a USC guy as well. And the Jets had Adam Gase. He had 3 coordinators his first 3 years with the Jets. Got traded to the Panthers. Had less than half a season there before they also traded for Baker.
Yeah.
And then they got Baker, and then some weird stuff happened. He goes to San Francisco, sits a year, goes to Minnesota, expects to sit again. JJ gets hurt, and they're put this perfect team around this rookie quarterback. Sam Darnold is younger than Joe Burrow. He can play ball. He's on like a 1-year, $10 million deal.
Yeah.
He's the MVP favorite right now, unless Josh Allen comes back against Baltimore. I don't think.
Yeah.
And he plays the Jets next week. How fucking awesome is that?
Yeah.
Too bad you guys will win. You're gonna win.
You're gonna get close.
Jets, Jets,
It's still
Jets.
baseball season.
J.
Speaking of the Jets, they unfortunately could not topple the Denver Broncos this week, losing 10-9 in a really rainy game. I mean, it was slick out. I mean, it's hard to throw the ball. I mean, I don't know what happened today.
All right, so
What
Brees
happened?
Hall is not the best running back on the New York Jets as of right now.
What? Yeah, exactly. What?
Braylon Allen is the best running back. He reminds me a lot of Derrick Henry. He was running around today. He never went backwards. He never had a negative run. He had 8 carries for 34 yards. Let's see what Brees had. Box score. Brees had 10 carries for 4 yards
Yeah,
with
he
a long
did terribly. That's why, yeah.
He sucked. Sucked.
Aaron Rodgers had 5 carries for 26 yards, along of 14, which was a cool run, by the way. But A-Rod, 24 of 42, 225 yards, 5.5 yards an attempt. 5.5 yards an attempt, you should never win a football game.
Yeah.
Ever, ever, ever. What the fuck? He was sacked 5 times. Yeah, I mean, 24 for 42. The guy's almost 50%. This guy's supposed to be the best passer in NFL history. Best touchdown ratio. The defense gives up less than 20 points. The guy has like a 90% win percentage. All this stuff. We give him the perfect thing. We give him the coach. We beat the Broncos with this dipshit offensive coordinator. It was Zach Wilson last year. So now we put Aaron in and we're worse? Doesn't compute for me. Mike Williams finally had kind of his breakout game as a New York Jet. He had a lot of good catches. Garrett Wilson had some good catches. He was getting open. The turf on MetLife was slick. A couple guys fell on a couple third downs. One I remember was Garrett Wilson on like a 3rd and 4. He slipped on like a little outside in route he was running. Conklin had a good game. But Aaron, he's skipping the ball to receivers.
Yeah.
2nd and 10, there's a guy wide open, 7 yards downfield, and he 2-hops him.
Yeah.
And I get that it was rainy out, whatever. Bo Nix had 60 passing yards. Cortland Sutton had 60 receiving yards.
Yep. The Broncos were just as bad. They were worse than the Jets on offense.
3 catches.
Yeah.
On 3 catches. No, but they could run the ball. The Jets' run defense, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was Jermaine that was setting that kind of outside leverage, forcing the guys back inside. I know we didn't have CJ, but Jamie and Sherwood did a good job. Quincy Williams is insane. He might be the best linebacker in football. Sauce Gardner had a good game. DJ Reed is so good that he gets picked on because they don't want to throw at Sauce, and he still fucking doesn't allow a catch.
Yeah.
So, that tells you how good that defense is, other than the run defense. I don't know what's going on with that. We got rid of John Franklin Myers. He had a sack during the game. He had a TFL as well. 2 quarterback hits. Pat Surtain had a pretty good game. There was 1 catch I thought Garrett Wilson came down with. They turned it away. But it was Aaron. It's been Aaron. It was Aaron's fault, the 49ers game. It was Aaron's fault we didn't blow out the Titans. And then what was our game last week? That was the Patriots. That was like finally like fucking Aaron did goddamn something.
Yeah.
And we barely beat the Patriots, which were just shown that they're fucking dog shit. So we should have made them look worse than they did. If we're just gonna be if we gave up all this, we gave up Sam, we gave up Zach, we gave up all these years, Jamal Adams. Not saying all these were great decisions, but if we've given up all of this time and all this effort and all of these, we have like 7 different iterations of the Jet team since the Kansas City dynasty has started.
Yeah.
Since Mahomes has been drafted, and you guys have had some turnover, Tyreek Hill for Xavier Worthy, whatever. But the Jets have had, we got the Sam Darnold Jets. Oh, we got the Sam Darnold and Le'Veon Bell Jets. Oh, we have and it keeps on going. We had the Ryan Fitzpatrick Jets. We had the Brandon Marshall Jets. We had the Darrelle Revis, the second-time Jets. And all these teams are supposed to win a Super Bowl. We give them about a year, maybe a year and a half. And then if not, we blow it all the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's disappointing. Aaron needs to play better. That's simply it. That's the only reason any of this... It's already on his coattails. This is what he wanted. He didn't like being in Green Bay because he wanted the more bright lights and he wanted the opportunity to do whatever he wanted. He didn't like the GM, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Joe Douglas. I drafted you a good young team. Good young defense. I'll give you whatever the fuck you want. You want Al Lazard? Done. You want Hackett? Done. You want this? Done. You want this? Done. Here's the keys to the franchise. This is what you want, Aaron, right? You want to be Tom Brady. You want to go to your Buccaneers. You want to run the show. You want to be your Peyton Manning on the Broncos. You want to show that you're one of the GOATs that people have been saying that you've been. Show it now. Show it now. He's not. He's played 1 decent game against probably the worst team in the NFL. Other than that, he played a shit game against one of the better teams in the NFL. Had an absolute shit game against one of the teams that are supposed to be the worst in the NFL, that he had like this personal grudge against.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, it's all on Aaron.
Yeah, well, hopefully they get that figured out. 2-2 is not terrible. I mean, yes, again, the 2 wins are over.
It's not going to get any easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we look at the schedule coming forward?
Yeah, it's
Can we do predict? No, let's do predict. Let me do my predictions. Here, let's share it. All right, decent team, get blown out. Awful dog shit team, barely win. Awful dog shit team, kind of blow them out at home. Perfect scenario, prime time, Aaron Rodgers under the lights. Regular fucking game, rainy, New York. Dog shit, fucking bullshit team. Loss. Couldn't get a fucking thing going. Minnesota in the UK. I can just imagine all the bitch moaning and complaining Aaron's gonna do. He's gonna not talk about fucking Minnesota's defense, not the fact that they had 3 picks, not the fact that their defense fell apart at the end. All this stuff about Minnesota's defense that you can say. They're 4-0. And he's gonna be bitching and moaning and complaining about the NFLPA and how we shouldn't be playing overseas and I hope the grass is right and blah blah blah. He's not even gonna talk about the fucking game. So that's a loss. Versus Buffalo. That's Monday night, Manning cast. What happened the last time fucking Monday night, Manning cast, Aaron Rodgers played? Hopefully he tears his fucking Achilles and we get Tyrod Taylor the rest of the season. The only goddamn good series I saw for the Jets outside of the Patriots game was Tyrod Taylor against the 49ers. That was it. So if he doesn't blow the ACL, we probably only lose by 10. So then we're 2-4, go to Pittsburgh, we beat them. Go to New England. Hopefully we beat them. Back to 500. We're 4-4. Versus Houston. We whooped Houston last year, but we whooped Broncos last year, and we got worse with Aaron. So now we're back under 500, 3-4. Arizona, they're playing hot. That's 3-5. Indianapolis, depends on if Anthony Richardson's healthy. If not, well, fucking day I got Joe Flacco. We're gonna lose either. Okay, now we're 3-6. Versus Seattle, December after the bye week, probably beat them. 4-6 at Miami. Tua probably comes back. Just playing on a fucking stretcher.
Probably.
4-7. Jacksonville 5-7. Los Angeles, they'll have their guys back. 5-8 at Buffalo. 5-9. Wait, no, that's 6-10, I think. And then versus Miami, whatever. 6-10. 6-11, 7-10. That's my prediction now.
Very, very positive vibes coming over there from the main man from way out west of his Jets team.
It's bullshit. Aaron better figure it the fuck out.
Well,
Putting all my trust in you, Aaron. That's what I said. Got fucking Josh Johnson playing right now against the Buffalo Bills. It's a blowout against the Bills. Aaron's going to have a game-winning drive when we play the fucking Bills. He could have a game-winning drive against the Broncos, and he had 2 fucking chances. He had 2 fucking opportunities for a game-winning drive. Couldn't do it.
Aaron's just not playing very well. I don't know. Out of his element, I guess. Who knows? But, yeah, Jets 2-2. Broncos 2-2, too. They're terrible. We'll have to wait and see on them, but they're not any good. Just the Jets just did not play well. Next game.
Bo Nix won a fucking football game. He's so dog shit. The whole team is dog shit. Sean Payton, dog shit. Oh, fuck.
Get that all out of your system.
Not yet, but
almost.
Continue.
Next game, Colts beat the Steelers 27-24. Joe Flacco, hey, coming in there and great backup. Obviously, maybe the Dolphins looking for a quarterback. Maybe something. Maybe you could try and get him over there and hang out. Who knows that Tua's coming back and Flacco would be a great replacement. Who knows how long Richardson's going to be out. I don't know if it looked like he might have been able to come back in, but he never did. So we'll have to wait and see. Justin Fields still looking really good, honestly, in a Steelers uniform, and I still think Russell should get his happy butt over to Miami because I think he is not getting that spot back. Them being 3-1, I don't think he's getting it back now. I think he's going to have to sit, which sucks for him. But oh well. Who knows? Pittsburgh 3-1. They're actually doing pretty good. Their defense is really solid. How about the Bake Show? Beating out old Philly. That was a nice old-fashioned ass whipping right there. Ish.
Why did they play them so good?
I don't know. They played really, really bad last week. The Bucks did. They played horrible. And then they just killed the Eagles. They lost to the Broncos 26-7 last week.
Yeah.
And then now
So
they come
weird.
in and play. I mean, it's just Baker. Baker's such a. If he's on a high, he's on a high. But if he's on a low, he topples. He's just found his rhythm real early here. They're 3-1 as well. That NFC, that's the NFC South, right? That has the. Yeah, it's got that's real big debate right now between those 3 teams of the Saints, Falcons, and Buccaneers to see who's going to win that division. I think right now the Bucs are probably the favorite, maybe because Atlanta Kirko hasn't really looked too good. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. Obviously Carolina's terrible, but they ended up losing to actually a pretty competitive game against the Bengals, who actually get their first win of the season, 34-24. Bengals win. Joe Burr had 2 touchdowns, 230 yards. Jamar Chase had a really big play. He is. The little baby of Cincinnati. Hopefully he gets his little contract or something. I don't know. You're 1-3, bro. Figure it out. You beat the Panthers.
What about fucking T. Higgins?
T. Higgins did go off. T. Higgins playing very well. Hopefully, I don't know what to see about the Bengals. I mean, you beat the Panthers. Congrats. You only beat them by 10. It wasn't like you beat them by 20. Like, it was only 10 points. And it was pretty close down to it. So, I don't know. Bengals are a big mystery. Another big mystery of why they're 0-4 is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yes, they did lose to the Houston Texans here. And it was a great game. And C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins had 12 receptions for 51 yards and a touchdown. Just a crazy stat line. But the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence are 0-4. Like, that's something I don't think we saw coming. I don't think we thought Jacksonville was going to be a very good team. But I thought they'd at least be playoff contenders. So, maybe they'll bounce back. I don't know. 0-4 is really tough to come back and try to make a playoff with. You're going to be 0-4. So, I don't know. The Texans roll, end up getting their 3-1. They look really good. When Mixon comes back, they're scary good. Like, Mixon's out right now, but they're really relying on their passing offense, and it's really working for him. And CJ, again, is just showing why he was the best pick out of that draft. Then, speaking of best picks out of the draft, how about Jaden Daniels today? He had 233 yards and 1 touchdown, but the Commanders won 42-14 over the Cardinals. I know it's the Cardinals, but that's another dominant win, and the Commanders find themselves...
The Cardinals are good.
Yeah. The Commanders find themselves at 3-1, which is really good. And
Jaden Daniels might be the best quarterback in the NFL.
He's not the best quarterback in the NFL, but he can be the best rookie coming out of this class at quarterback over Williams. Right now, especially the way he's playing.
He's scored in 20 in the last 23 drives he's had.
Yeah, he's been crazy. The running back, Brian,
Pat Mahomes had to have a gimmick play to put up 17 against the fucking Chargers.
Hey, a win's a win, though, ain't it?
Which one was that?
A win's a win, though, right?
Yeah.
All the gimmick plays. It's all it is.
Which one?
It all has to be it. Has to be the gimmick plays, man. You got it. You got to do it. With those guys.
I guess so.
The Chiefs end up winning 17-10 against the LA Chargers.
Let's not skip over fucking Jaden Daniels. Daniels is going crazy.
Jaden Daniels is going crazy. He is playing out of his mind. The Commanders look really good. Brian Robinson had 101 yards on the ground today. But I mean, Jaden Daniels, his first 4 games has an 82% completion rating, 897 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick, with 107 RTG.
Rating. But he's also has...
His rushing ability.
46 carries for 218 yards, 4 touchdowns. Yeah. So he has, 4, 6, 7, 8, 7 touchdowns.
Yeah.
1 turnover pick. Lost.
That was today.
Yeah, I mean... And an 82% completion percentage is insane. Yeah. His average is a little low. But this guy's just scoring. He's putting his team in a position to win.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he won a game with 8 field goals or some shit, which isn't what you want to see, but fucking always scoring.
Right. Always putting yourself at least to have the ability to score. Like, you're always getting in that zone where it's like, it may not be the red zone, but definitely in the field goal range, and then at least move the ball. Like, being able to move the ball so well is so key.
What's losing all these other teams the games, what's losing the Jets the games, big plays and turnovers.
Yeah.
That's what always, and if he's not going to do that, then he's at least going to play him close.
Yeah.
And that's what Mahomes is all good at. Mahomes, big plays, turnovers.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is,
it'll be fun. He's playing very well. They're 3-1. They might be... I mean, they're looking pretty good. We'll have to wait and see on them as well.
The Cowboys kind of beat the Giants.
Yeah, they kind of beat the Giants.
And the Eagles got whooped by the Bucks.
Yeah,
they're the best team in the division.
Yeah, right now I would totally agree with you. I think the Commanders are the best team in the division right now. Yeah, with Daniels playing this well, yeah, they're going to be tough to beat. Next game, kind of a little poopy one. The 49ers ended up beating the Pats, 30-13. Patriots, disaster. They're a terrible football team. I mean, they don't have any talent anywhere. Another game without CMC, who's probably going to be done for the year. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. And then, since we can talk about it right now, I guess, since he won't, have a bunch of comments about it, right, is the Chiefs and the Chargers. The Chiefs ended up going 4-0. Beating the Chargers 17-10. Patty looked like dog shit the first quarter. Looked like absolute trash. He threw an interception. Carson Steele fumbled the ball. And then Patty threw an interception. And then so LA found themselves up 10-0. The Chiefs fought their way back, ended up tying it up 10-10 on a huge pass to Xavier Worthy, 65-yard bomb. That was a nice play. But it ended up being 17-10, and the Chiefs kind of scraped by. K-Stel, how did you think the Chiefs played? You're probably going to go on some rant, so I'll make sure to mute my mic so you can fully have your rantness go on.
No rant. What I will say is that with the defense we have right now and Spags as our DC, just got to trust the process. Pat, I know it's tough, but a win without Rashee Rice for the entire game, technically, not
Get used to
technically,
it.
Sort. But without Rashee Rice,
being out
big
sucks.
big time. But defense-wise, the Chiefs look really good, really, really good.
Yeah, I totally agree. We'll have to wait and see. Rasheed, yeah, he's done for the year. That was pretty ad.
Whoa, what? No.
Yeah, I think he tore his ACL.
Do we know that?
We don't know for a fact, but the way they were saying it is that an MRI is going to pretty much confirm it. So,
Yeah, that could just be an MCL.
Alan Lazard would be the best wide receiver on the Kansas City Chiefs.
right now, yeah. No, I think I'd rather have Worthy. I think I'd rather have Worthy than Lazard.
No. I get what you're saying, but you're using a word trick. What you're saying is not the same thing that I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I agree. I would rather have Worthy, but Alan Lazard would be the best wide receiver on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Correct, yes. Yep. He'd be the number one guy on the Chiefs right now. Yep, 100%. So, we'll have to wait and see. Oh, the Chiefs are 4-0. Heck yeah. Travis
Wow,
Kelce
you guys
showed up.
in Minnesota.
Minnesota,
Or it could
man.
be Wait, actually.
No, Detroit, I think. No, Detroit lost.
Detroit lost, but Seattle is 3-0.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah, Seattle's 3-0 too. They're good. They've been playing really well. That'll be a good game against the Lions on Monday Night Football.
How does the NFL know what games are going to be bad? Because they did that. They're doing this double Monday night, and to make sure that you don't have to watch the shitty game. Like, how would they know the fucking Bills game was going to be bad last week, and how would they know the Tennessee game was going to be bad this week?
They probably schedule it that way, honestly, and as a predictions on what's going to be better and what's not. But
Well,
it's
all
based on
scripted.
time. Yeah, 100%. The last one, we don't talk about it because nobody cares. The Raiders ended up beating the Browns. Massage parlored Watson, and the Browns are shitty once again. Go figure. The Raiders are 2-2. They still look like crap, but if Devontae Adams comes back, I don't know, maybe some Minshew magic will happen there. Hopefully not, but it is what it is there. So, that's it for our NFL football. Obviously, we got two more games on Monday night. The Dolphins take on the Titans, and the Lions take on the Seahawks. We'll have to wait and see on those, but should be two really good games. Actually, the Titans-Dolphins game probably will not be any good, but the Seahawks and Lions one should be. So, that's it for football. P4, do you got anything for a little bit of fight night, a little bit of UFC, or?
Benoit Saint Denis, he won the second round.
Yeah, but
That's the
he
crazy part.
he wore those
He got
punches bad.
Oh my god! And let's talk about this. Moicano is a grappler.
Yeah.
Money Moicano, who may be my favorite UFC fighter. This guy is funny as fuck, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to look him up, he is so funny. He has a podcast. Cutman Tate, cult UFC followers will know Cutman Tate. Cutman Tate, right?
Yeah.
Money Moicano had him on his podcast, and he said, "I'd like to welcome Jorginho Rosenstruck." And Cutman Tate almost walked out of the interview. But very funny guy, very funny guy. He, Michael Bisping, after the fight, asked him who he wants to fight next. And then Moicano went on like an anti-democracy rant about how France's political system's fucked up and how there is no such thing as real democracy. It was pretty good. But I love Money Moicano. Money Moicano, he might be my favorite fighter, but he's a grappler. And he grappled that whole first round, and he had the riding time, and look at the damage that was done. With 1 round of Moicano grappling, Benoit Saint Denis, who is a contender-ish, I mean, now he's kind of not, but...
You're on the NFL thing. There you go.
But now he's kind of not. Right here, Money Moicano. He'll be over here. The new rankings don't come out till tomorrow. Or Tuesday. Thought he fought at 45. No, I guess it would be Benoit Saint Denis. Yeah, Renato Moicano. And Merab, in the 5 rounds against Sean, didn't even clip. Merab had more damage. This is how fighting should be, and is, according to the Nevada State Athletic Commission and the state commissions that the UFC does their promotion under.
Right.
It is based on damage. The referees are instructed to judge a fight based on damage round by round. And we didn't talk about the Sean O'Malley loss, but it's the same thing. He did more damage the first. Second and fourth went to Merab, but third and fifth was all O'Malley. You can't just... You pop. Now you got a bloody nose. Now you take me down and leg ride me for 3 rounds. Yeah. It's not wrestling. It's not a 2-point takedown. You got nothing for that takedown. And you barely got anything for those fucking knees to the thigh.
Yeah.
Money Moicano's good fighter. Impressive win by him. Let's look. Money talks. I don't think he got a performance bonus. What else? Chris Duncan.
Who was the girl that twerked on her opponent after
That
the
was
round 1 submission? Perez.
Alan Perez. She missed weight. Yeah, Brandon Allen sucks.
Yeah, he does.
Brian Battle's pretty good.
Round 2 knockout.
Matt Frivola, that sucks that he lost. He's a Mets fan.
It's all about the Mets.
But yeah, that's just about it for UFC. What do we got next for UFC?
Pieta.
Ooh, next weekend, Pieta versus Roundtree. We'll see. This should be a little more exciting. I'd love to see Jose Aldo, Mario Bautista. Aldo could see himself back in the 135 contenders. Roman Dolezay, Kevin Holland, that's a crazy fight. Stephen Thompson, Joaquin Buckley, that's a crazy fight. Cesar Almeida, he's a good fighter. Ryan Spann, Tim Means. I mean, this is a decent card for fucking Salt
Poatan
Lake
should
City.
just kill Roundtree, right?
Oh, who knows? Roundtree's a scary dude.
Yeah.
That's it's like Derek Lewis. If you put Derek Lewis in there right now against fucking John Jones, who fucking knows?
He
Now,
needs
John
one
should
land.
win.
He needs one
Yeah.
one shot.
It's all you need. And that's what's scary. And Poton's similar. So we'll see. I mean, obviously, Poton's probably the favorite, and he should be. But Roundtree, he's exciting, man. This will be a good card. But that's what I got. Do we want to do fantasy?
We can go scamper over and look at fantasy here real quick, and then we can go to the baseball here in a minute. Let me throw up this fantasy cast here, and I'll give you guys a breakdown of the fantasy footballs. Remember, go and look at our teams. We should have done this earlier, but we didn't, and it's fine. But we have a live podcast with our buddies with the actual teams of the draft. Go check that out. It's actually pretty funny. So we've got here's my team. Obviously 1 and 2 start. Actually looking pretty decent here. Even though I do find myself down. I have David Montgomery, Tyreek Hill, and Jamison Williams, and the Lions defense should be really interesting. He's got Jackson Smith Ninjigba, who's been playing really, really well for
Sound
Seattle.
it out.
Yeah, I know. It's the worst. But I hope to beat Casey because I'd rather go 2-2 instead of 1-3. That would put me in a real hole here, and I don't want to be in last place in fantasy football. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. Tyreek, Kamara had another great game. Lamar, Travis actually did something which was nice. So yeah, not too bad. Team Herzing looks like he's gonna end up beating Caleb unless Caleb's defense can do something, but he's also got DK Metcalf. Jordan's going to find himself 3-1. Kind of the top of the power division a little bit. Caleb's going to fall 2-2. Still not off the pace, only being in week 4, but you never know.
Jordan Herzing, if you're listening, your trade requests. Me and Herzing do a thing where every Monday I send him a text. He goes, "Hey, the fucking phone's ringing." He goes, "Yep," and then we go through roughly the same 3 or 4 trades. Maybe this one I have fucking Watson in, and then this one he has fucking, who's he trying to get rid of for me? Pittman. He wants to give me Pittman because he has 3 of the Colts guys. So we go back and forth. We never really decide on anything. I think there's a possibility with another trade candidate, I think. Who was offering me a trade last? Is inside baseball, folks. Yeah, Herzing's offering some stuff. Maybe something with Jake Morgan, especially now that G-Dub had another bad game.
Yeah.
Might buy low on G-Dub. Probably have to give up a king's ransom for that, but
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting. Working the phones, gentlemen. We're working the phones. Even though we'll get to my game, we'll see my record soon enough.
Yeah. But speak of our 0-4, Mr. Slippy Sir is going to be 0-4, putting up a whopping 90 points. Do better. This is unacceptable. You know
Guy
what?
just
Actually,
doesn't know ball.
Actually,
he doesn't
know ball. He probably isn't even on this. Slippy does not know ball. Has no idea what ball is.
Can Slippy talk real quick?
I don't know, Slippy. Slippy can't even hear me right
Yeah, no, get him on. Get him on.
Yeah, let's get him on. Let's
Slippy.
we'll
Wanna
take a
get
hiatus.
Slippy?
No, go get him.
Yeah,
Slippy's
this is
live
important.
reaction.
I love it because I suck so bad. Rasheed Rice, Patrick Mahomes took out his best. Oh, Pat Mahomes killed my team.
Unfortunately,
Really killed me.
Slippy is in the middle of the game and has denied the request to come out and talk about his team because that's how
well,
embarrassing
He's
Yeah.
playing
it is.
NCAA 25.
I have no idea what he's playing. He's in the middle of the game.
I
so-
am too.
No,
I'm beating Minnesota in the Sugar Bowl.
What a podcaster. Multi-sport athlete right there. But he's 0-4 here. I don't know if he'll turn around. Hopefully he doesn't turn around because I would love to see Dylan give a 1-minute comedy session for all the dudes in sports out there. It should be a hoot. But Alex Labarge gets his first win of the season. Good for him. 121 points is pretty good. All right, Mr. P4. Looking pretty decent out there, man. Looking pretty decent. Oh, sorry.
Schmidt
There's
happens, man. Schmidt happens. Schmidt happens, and it happened this week. Yeah, my team is kind of good, dude. Xavier Legette had a fucking good game. Kyle Pitts, congratulations, Kyle Stelting. You had as many catches as Kyle Pitts today. But yeah,
1, 2. Oh, what? Wait,
nope, keep it there.
nothing.
But going to 3-1's pretty good. Schmitty, 0-4. We're disappointed. I thought we only had one 0-4 team, but we have 2. This is really disappointing. You need to do better. Of course, this rascal. Dude, okay. What is this? What is this? Dude,
Just
the one
go
guy.
and-
The
go and
one
look,
guy
go
we
and
don't
look.
want to
Go-
win.
go
K-Stout,
and
listen,
look.
the one guy we
Go
don't want to
and
win
look. Go and
is
look.
this
Go and look.
motherfucker. And
Go
he
and look.
literally beat me without a running back and then
Go-
just
go
smashed
look.
you
Go
up.
look at
You
my
didn't even
team.
score 50
Go look at my
points.
team.
I'm looking
Go look at
at
my
it.
team.
So bad. You're
I'm looking at it. You didn't score
Kyle
50
is
points
the
in fantasy.
worst fantasy football player ever.
Rasheed
You'll be
Rice got
fine.
injured.
Yeah.
Rasheed
my
Rice got
God.
injured.
Watch Devon
Debo.
and have 70 points tomorrow.
I hope so.
hope
I
he
don't put in
does.
another fantasy league. That'd be great. Dude, we cannot let this guy win. He's 3-1 now. This Cowboys fan, Yankees fan, probably
I'll have
likes
to take
It's
him down
coming.
again.
It's-
I'll have to
it's
take him
coming.
down again. I'm that one loss.
Herschel. You got 2-2, man. Your team's in a bind here. You might need to start thinking about maybe getting a trade out there somewhere because losing
I'll make a trade,
Rashi's a
Kyle.
break.
I'll make a trade. I'll make a trade,
Rashi's a.
Kyle.
I mean, I guess you got Brian Jones. You're all
No,
right.
not me.
Yeah, right. And then finally, we got another G-Mini Christmas, guys. You guys we put up some stink balls today. 64 points for Mr. Howard, who was 3-0. The battles of the undefeated as well. Jake Morgan, 148 bomb for this guy, man. 33 for Nico, 35
And the
for
fucking
Derrick Henry.
Broncos won.
And the Broncos
Someone needs to
won.
humble this guy.
Dude, he's having a great year so far. 4-0, and the Broncos looking okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And then we're going to go look at these power rankings real quick, and then we'll flip it over to baseball because you know how Mr. K-Stell is about his baseball. Here are the current power rankings. We've got Jake at number 1 here. And then we've got... I got to go down here a few two more. Then we've got... So it's Jake, Nick Howard, Kyle's at 3. These are probably not updated yet, I don't think. Kyle's at 3. Caleb's at 4. Where's 5 at? Ethan's at 5. P4's at 6. Schmitty was at 7. I'm at 8. 9. Lamar's 10 now. We got 10 here, and 9. There's 10. Is Schmidt happens. 300-pound gentleman, or Mr. Casey Rose. Shout out Casey Rose. Is 11th, and then this was Labarge at 12. It shouldn't be him. It'll probably be either Slippy or gosh, who's the other 0-4 team? And Schmitty. Either Slippy or Schmitty will be the worst team up for it. We'll have to wait and see. Those will update this week. So enough football. Guess we'll go right back. Now we want to talk about, because it's all about the Mets and everything but the Mets and the Mets, and the METS. Mets. Okay, Stout.
I'm so ready. Can we get out of the... Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we get it. Let's go. Get out of it. I'm sharing my screen. Let's go. Can I share my screen? Hold on. Let me check if I got the right thing on. I don't. Don't matter. Let's get to this.
Should we talk about this 10-day contract with this guy since he
No.
obviously is ill-prepared for his segment right now? Is it under consideration for this contract, or is he still good?
Oh, fuck. We don't have anyone else to replace him.
I know, that is a true fact. I mean, we do need kind of the comedic relief. And oh, there he is. Okay.
All right, let's go. So, everyone, if you haven't been paying attention, too much has happened. Let's go through the American League. The MLB season has ended officially. The National League has not. But we'll get to that as soon as possible. New York Yankees have the best record in the American League at 94-68.
Oh, hey, Ethan! Look, another
Congrats.
team that you like that doesn't make any sense.
Congrats. Ethan has the best player to ever play in the past 10. Actually, the best player ever in the past 10 MLB seasons. Actually, all of MLB. My bad. Aaron Judge. Wow.
Lindor.
Francisco. King Bob.
We'll get there. Cleveland Guardians, congrats. You
Good job,
guys won
Guardians.
16 games. You guys won 16 games more than you did last season. Congrats, you're a playoff squad. Should have been known. The Houston Astros.
Hey,
Of
cheaters.
course, Houston. Yeah,
Keep
the
those trash
cheaters.
cans away.
Houston, congrats. All of your great players are still there. Jordan is fantastic. The Baltimore Orioles, you won, what, 10 games less than last season. Okay, your pitching stinks. It's okay. Congrats, Baltimore. And congrats to the Kansas City Royals.
Oh,
Let's
Jesus.
go.
They're not going to be able
Kansas
to do
City. Kansas City
No,
is...
we're gonna get copyright.
What? Listen to it. Listen to it. Come on.
that. You can't even listen to it. You can't even hear it. I didn't even hear it. He's dancing with his own. I can't believe you still keep this. This kid. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, it'd be probably really funny and really great with the music, but nobody can hear it but you. He has no idea what's going on.
Congrats to the Kansas City Royals. They are in the playoffs. They are the 5th seed. They won today against the Braves. We will talk about that later. It's very important that the Royals beat the Braves today. The Detroit Tigers lost. They could not sweep the Chicago White Sox. And if you guys don't know about the Chicago White Sox, they are the worst team in modern baseball history. With the worst record, they beat the Mets in the 1962 Mets for the worst season of all time, 41-21. But at the end of the day, the Detroit Tigers, 86 and 76. The Seattle Mariners, they're 1 game behind. They got eliminated.
Jerry Dipoto, the Mariners GM, he said his goal is to win 54% of his games.
Absolutely.
Averages out to 84 wins.
Absolutely.
Got his goal. Mariners met their goal.
Absolutely. But what? Can I show it? Where is the picture I sent? It's not here. Where is it? Where is it? Can I show it? I will not be able to show it. The Mariners. Mariners fans, if you're out there, listen to me right now. Do you remember that 7-0 lead in the first inning? And you blew the game. 10-9. That game, that walk-off game. That loss is right here. Look at that. Look at that. Mariners, what can you believe? You can't believe nothing. Let's go down to the NL. The Dodgers, of course, with 98 wins. Shohei,
Best player in baseball.
ridiculous, but they got 4 other great players. Unbelievable. The Dodgers, they're doing what they're going to do. Win games. Milwaukee, new manager. Who cares? They're going to keep winning. San Diego, 93 and 69. No one thought that. No one believed it. Except for the San Diego Padres. The Atlanta Braves. The New York Mets, 88 and 72. Oh, you may think, well, they made it. No, they did not.
Not yet.
Because the Arizona
Job's not
Diamondbacks
finished.
won the series finale against the Padres. So what does that mean? Fellas, gentlemen, anyone who's listening to this podcast, that means that the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets play a doubleheader against each other to determine who's in the playoffs. Now, fellas, the American League playoffs is finished.
The whole
It's all
baseball
done.
season's supposed to be over.
All 6 of
Today
these
was the last
teams
day of baseball.
are done. But since the hurricane decided to mess up Atlanta, we have 2 more games left. And those 2 games left are the Atlanta Braves versus the New York Mets. In a 2-game doubleheader, versus each other. Now, everybody, whoever's listening, right now, for the playoff spot, if the Braves and the Mets want to make the postseason, all they have to do is win one out of the 2 games in the doubleheader. Sounds easy enough. But fellas, if you know the Mets and the Braves, whoever wins that first game is not going to let that second game be an easy one.
No.
If the Braves win, they're not going to let the Mets win. They're going to do their best. If the Mets win, they're not going to let the Braves win that second game. If one of the 2 teams gets swept, Arizona's in. That's it.
Huge stakes.
The Diamondbacks just need one team to get swept. And these 2 teams are not going to allow the other team to win the second game. Whoever it is. Now,
Mets bats are hot. Frankie came back today.
I can talk about the postseason. I can talk about who's here and who's there. It doesn't really matter, guys. I have the end of the year awards, everything else. Let me go to it. Screen. All right, never mind. We're good. I know P4's playing. The AL MVP, the whole season, 162 games. This is easy. Shouldn't be a conversation. Aaron Judge is the best. There's no one better than Aaron Judge. He is phenomenal. 58 home runs, over 125 average. His OPS is almost 1,200. Ridiculous. My AL MVP, second place, Bobby Witt Jr.
What do you get for second place?
Doesn't matter. Bobby Witt Jr. put up the best
You
numbers.
ain't first, you're last.
Bobby Witt Jr. put up the best numbers a shortstop could ever have. 333 batting average, 32 home runs. Walk percentage at 8%, strikeout percentage at 15. His OPS. Let's get it. OPS was that? Why can't I find it? There it is. Okay. Anyways, his OPS close to 10, not close enough. His outs above average. Let's look at that. Let's look at his outs above average. Number 4 with 15 behind Ezequiel Tovar and a player we'll talk about later, Francisco Lindor. Congratulations. The NL MVP I got is Shohei Ohtani. Sorry, P4. If Lindor was playing a lot
This last series is proof. The Mets
Why?
couldn't do anything. They lost 2 of the first games.
too many
and then
games.
And then Frankie comes back, and we win. Bats are hotter than ever. The machine goes with Frankie. A DH is not an MVP. I'm sorry.
Well, a DH that
Made the
has
first 50,
58 DH that has 58 stolen bases, 54 home runs,
What about Ronald Acuna's year? When
A
he has
batting
70
average-
stolen home,
a batting average at 310, OBP of 391, slugging at 649, OPS 1040. For a guy that played more games, I got to give it to him. But my second place NL MVP
If you ain't first, you're last.
is Francisco Lindor, of course. Francisco with a 2024 WAR of 6.5. Wow. Does anyone want to know Francisco Lindor's outs above average? I'll tell you. 16. That is second behind Dansby Swanson. Congrats, but Dansby sucks. Francisco Lindor, second best outs above average for a shortstop. Congrats. What did he do this year?
I think he had he had a 30-30 season.
Francisco at 39. Am I right, P4?
39 home runs or
Age.
age? 39 years old?
How old is he?
39? He's 28.
How old is he? Oh, he's
31.
28. Sorry, this gives it a better scenario.
39,
A year-
he's 30. He's 30.
year-
He turns 31 in November.
Okay, so the same age as Shohei. He had 165 hits. Almost 40 doubles. He had 31 home runs. What else did he do? Oh, look at that.
Stolen bases.
A batting average of 271. OBP 342.
Switch
Slugging 491 as a switch hitter. Let's look at his OPS plus 135, the highest of his career. Shohei Francisco, take a bow. You deserve it.
You ain't first or last. King Bob, though.
Other than that, Cy Young, AL, Tyreek Skubal, second place, Cole Reagan's personal opinion. NL Cy Young, Chris Sale, NL Cy Young, second place, Dylan Cease. Rookie of the Year, Paul Skeens for the NL. AL Rookie of the Year, Colton Cowser. Moo. Other than that, it's getting interesting MLB-wise.
It's October.
Mets fan, P4, what do you want?
Want the Mets to win the fucking World Series.
You want to win? Yeah. So,
Wow.
so tomorrow, if anybody hasn't noticed, if the Mets win 2 games, the Braves are out. Arizona's in. If the Braves win 2 of the 2 games tomorrow, Mets are out. Arizona's in. If the Mets win 1, if the Braves win 1, they're both in the postseason. P4. You're not letting the Braves
No.
get in there, right?
No. Why would I want them to?
Nobody wants them
Now,
in
if
there.
we lose the first one, then yeah, they can get in. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, at that point, you might as well let them in.
Yeah, go Mets.
It's all about the Mets.
Other than that, yeah, go Royals. Royals are playing the Orioles.
Yep.
Cole Reagans versus Corbin
Tuesday.
Burns. It's probably going to be in the daytime. PC, I was going to ask you
It's
if
at
you're
3
going to
o'clock.
the bar.
Can't.
I wanna ask
3
you if you
o'clock on a Tuesday. I have to work.
I know, but I can get that. It's tough.
I have to work.
It's tough.
I have work.
So do I,
practice.
but I know I have to be at home. I have
Just watch it on
to. I have to
TV.
work. I have to work.
Would you see about
I
getting
hope
together
so.
on game? Well, I wish it was at 3 o'clock on Tuesday. If it was later, it'd been fine.
Okay.
It's not.
We're done with MLB. It's
No
tough.
more MLB?
We'll get through. Yeah, we'll
Is
get
there
through.
only-
We'll get through the. Yeah, at the end of the season, we'll get through it.
There's-
Let's go to the smarter dumb.
Is it finally smarter dumb time? Thank goodness! It's everybody's favorite segment, very end of our show, Smarter Dumb, where we figure out who's smart and who's dumb. And lately, I've been dumb because I've lost twice in a row. It hasn't been great, but it's only a head-to-head competition now as we go into week 3. The current score is Mr. P4, the main man from way out west, is up 6-5 on your boy, but everything can turn around in one game, in one session, and I have confidence in my trivia ability and seeing what dumb stuff Kyle comes up with. We have that like dumb connection, like you know what that is, like when one dummy's talking to another dummy, like it's the dumb connection. That's what we've got today. I have a feeling that I'm gonna be on the same page as him. But we'll have to wait and see. So, Mr. K. Steltzer, what you got for us?
Fellas, my first question, it's going to be a little tough. A little tough. But it matters a lot to the circumstances of sports. Moneyball, great movie. Right?
Yeah.
Question is not about Moneyball. Fellas, when was the last time Oakland won a playoff game?
I have no clue. Oh no, is my marker not working?
Give you 30 seconds.
Oh no, is my marker not working? Neither one of my markers working. Oh no! I'm having a mark catastrophe.
I'm ready.
I don't.
You want to borrow one of mine?
I wish. I gotta find a marker! Marker!
We won our first round in the college football playoff, and we're playing USC in the second round.
I got one!
You know.
Hold on, let me write my answer real quick. Alright.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Let me see it. 1999 P4. What do you got?
2007.
Guys are both wrong. 2020.
What?
Oh, Mickey Mouse.
Won the wild card. Come on.
Mickey
That was a
Mouse.
hard one. It's okay. Get
Sorry.
it out of your system.
I know it was before 99, or after 99, because fucking Moneyball was like 01.
Yeah, they won it in 2001. Won the wild card. Let's go to question number 2. Fellas, this one should be easy in a weird way. Who has the most FBS wins ever? Don't think too hard. It's one of the teams that have been a powerhouse for a long time. Most FBS wins ever.
God damn it. If I knew what PC was going to write, I wouldn't write the same thing, but it would change my answer.
FBS?
FBS wins ever.
Should I overthink this? No,
No.
don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Don't overthink it. You ready, P4?
Yeah.
Let's see it. Who are the answers?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, Michigan, PC.
Yes!
You were the winner. It is Michigan is number 1. Alabama's number 2.
I thought it was going to be like Harvard.
Georgia is number 3.
Oh, wow, really? Georgia.
Notre Dame is number 5. Ole Miss is number 3.
Let's go,
Surprising
baby.
Ole Miss.
Let's go.
PC
Dumb connection
and
right now. Dumb
P4
connection.
time. Question number 3 for me. In the MLB, who has the most hits ever? This does not regard penalties, anything. Most hits ever in the MLB of all time.
Thanks for letting me get one back.
I don't know.
Did you hear what Ricky Henderson said about Oakland?
I got too much money. Why do I give a fuck?
Yeah, why would I be sad?
Do we have our answers?
Yep.
Yeah, mine's way
PC?
wrong. Yeah,
Let's go. Let's go.
it's way wrong.
Mark.
Oh, Petey Rose. I'll see him in Vegas next weekend.
There you go. P4. You got
Gosh
Pete Rose.
dang.
Should be in the
P4
Hall
one.
of Fame. Should be in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's the only one that should not be in the Hall.
What?
He
Then fucking
bet-
Ohtani shouldn't have a goddamn MVP.
Until they
Fuck you, Kyle. You
and-
can't put Frankie Lindor at number 2 and then say Pete can't be in the Hall of Fame. That's blasphemy. That's
Until
blasphemy.
until they convict Otani, I won't do it.
They did.
Number 4
They
and
went
number
off
5.
the police sketch. They look. No. Take it back. Take it back.
Number 4, it's a little tough. Who is the most successful musical artist? I'm talking about the most successful artist in music of all time.
Like, are you talking artist or like?
Best
Like
albums.
most albums sold.
Yeah,
best?
most albums. Most albums sold.
Best is subjective.
Yeah, most albums. Most albums sold for money.
I'm between two. Is it a solo artist?
I'm just saying that. Most albums sold.
I just gotta go with this. Is the only one that I can. I mean,
All right,
there's a
you
few
ready,
of
P4?
them,
Let's see it. Who is it?
but it's gotta be.
Mike Jack.
P4 said Mike Jack, the Beatles. P4 is right. It's Michael
Oh
Jackson.
my
Oh,
god.
that's the
God
two that I was
damn
between.
it,
That's why I'm on the
bro.
solo artist answer.
Haha.
Good answer, P4, but the Beatles are actually number 3 to
Ooh,
AC/DC.
AC/DC, really?
Yeah.
Where's Jack Harlow on the list?
Number 5, this question's
Jack Harlow?
hard.
Jack Harlow, number 5. Most albums sold.
No. Number 5. Here it is. Guys, number 5. This music company, or a movie company, actually, has a World Series under their belt. What movie company owned an MLB team and won a World Series? A movie company owned this team and won a World Series.
Like a production company?
One of the biggest.
Okay.
PC. Are you writing it down?
I have no idea, dude. There's no way in hell.
The big think PC, I'll give you
Bro.
30 seconds. PC, this music company has a lot of parks, and their biggest park, their oldest park is in the same city this team is in. PC, what is it? Just let me know.
Okay,
Just
hold on,
write it
I'm
down.
writing one down. This
You gave me
Write it
way
down.
too many
Wrong.
hints.
it's way wrong, but it's fine. It's
I
cool.
just wanna give
it's
him
cool.
one-
I'm just not any good at the baseball stuff.
All right.
That's fine.
All right, let's go. PC, P4, what do you have? P4 has
Well, no, that's not the right answer.
Disney, the Miami Marlins. P4 is right. The Walt Disney Company owned the Anaheim Angels when they won a World Series.
Oh, well, I thought it was Walt Disney. I was thinking of. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. It's all good.
P4 has 7 points. PC has 5 points. Going in to the final round. P4 up 2. PC down 2. I'm ready.
Yep. Let's see how bad this is going to end up being. Probably not. I'm going to come back and win. It's going to be the biggest
I thought it was going to
meltdown.
be like Lionsgate or something.
He's going to. P4 is going to end up like the Mets, so he'll probably end up folding like a lawn chair. So we'll end up having to see. I don't know. Next week's 10 questions. I have to really update my baseball trivia, apparently, because I know nothing. But it's all good in the hood over here. That's going to wrap up the show for today. K. Steltzer, what are your final words for the people?
Go to PC P4 first.
Okay, I'll go to the main man from way out west first. Then I guess I love hearing from that guy. What's your final words to the people?
Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow with Aaron Rodgers. He'll get on the mic. Mets are gonna win at least a game. And what else is going on? Just about it. I'll be in Vegas. See any dudes and sports fans in Vegas? You see me around the strip, let me know. Take a picture, I'll sign some autographs. Yeah, other than that, donate via Super Chat, subscribe, hit the notification bell, like us, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, the whole 9. Goodbye, folks. Goodbye, folks.
K. Steltzer.
Chiefs are doing well. P4, I know your Mets aren't in there quite yet, but man, 9 years it's been since the Royals made the playoffs. It's been a long time, and it has stank because I love the Royals, are my favorite team, other than the Jayhawk basketball team, but the Royals right there at the top. Congratulations to the Royals. Let's go get another World Series. Let's go Royals.
Can't even
Let's
hear
go
it.
Royals.
Literally can't hear it.
Goodbye, folks.
All right, that's gonna be our podcast. Let's let him dance a little bit because he wants to dance around and stuff. Like, subscribe, check us out every Sunday, 9:30 Central, 7:30 on your Pacific coasters.